We're out here on Market Street at the Episcopal Diocese of Florida, joined by David here, and this is the time of year we're starting to get these nice, I call them perfect temps, but a little cooler temps. Winter's coming. Winterizing your lawn. What are your tips on that?
Well, you do to do it now because winterizer is something that's going to help your root system stay healthy to where when the spring comes and the growing season starts again, your grass is able to come back and flourish really well. There's several ways to put your fertilizer down. We have several different types of spreaders, from the little hand crank all the way to the drop spreader. And another thing you can do at this time of year is, if you've got bare spots in your yard that you want to look good through the winter, is you can put an annual ryegrass down at the same time you put your winterizing fertilizer.
So you wouldn't want to put, like right now, if you got some bare spots, you're not going to try and put down the same type of St. Augustine or Bermuda grass because...
Not really, because the growing season has ended at this point, and the annual ryegrass is designed to grow through the cool weather and stay until the soil temperatures come back up in the spring. And then that would be the time where you would put a perennial grass down, seed or sod, depending on your budget.
Got a couple different kind of spreaders here, but why we're out here today, you guys are always helping the community in different projects and stuff, and what are you doing here?
Well, the Episcopal Diocese contacted Standard Feed concerned about the way that their property was looking, and we suggested to go with the Xyriscape and go in next spring and tear all this out and put ground cover, perennial ground cover, shrubbery, low maintenance stuff, mulch some of the areas and around the trees and shrubs. But more importantly, there's a mixture of multiple types of grass out here on the easement between their property and the street. So we're going to tear all of this up in the springtime and reseed it with either a zoysia or a centipede seed. But for the meantime, we've put the winterite down. 3 weeks ago, we came out here and roughly raked the area and spread some seed, and a lot of it has already started to fill in most of the areas, but there are still some areas that need attention.
Yeah, 3 weeks ago, this looked, you said it was mostly dirt and barren and stuff, and as you can see, some of these areas here, this ryegrass is this stuff, right? This is the really
thin bladed ryegrass here.
Already come through in 3. But one of the things, we talk about this, sometimes with sodding versus seeding, and for me, it's just a budget thing.
Yes, it is,
Seeding's
absolutely.
so much cheaper. Like here, the seed didn't take, but what would you do here?
Well, this is less than $1 worth of seed, so I'm going to come back in and heavy rake this all back out again, and then I'm going to apply another 50 cents worth of seeds to it, let it water a little bit, and it'll go ahead and fill in. Some of it did, so that tells me that the soil underneath is quality enough for the grass to grow in it.
You can see some sprouts coming through. You see some really good
it's just a matter of touching up. And in the beginning, we broadcast this entire thing with a drop spreader. At this point, I will just basically spread the bare areas with my hand until we've got a uniform thickness.
Because if you try and do sod there, you're going to spend so much money on all this. And right now, if you got an HOA that's on your back, that annual rye, that stuff, this is 3 weeks and that's already sprouting through.
Oh yeah, and it'll go, like I said, all the way into the spring when the soil temperatures come back up and it dies out.
All right, we got all kinds of stuff in front. We got some seed, we got some winterizer things. Is there anything special we can offer the viewers today?
Well, if you come into Standard Feed and mention the program, we'll give you $1 off a bag of winterizing fertilizer.
There you go, make your HOA happy. Get $1 back on that. Remember, we're gonna put this on the website so you can check it out a little bit later. Just go to firstcoastliving.net.